Hey everyone, welcome back. If you're new here, thanks for joining. My name's Jess. I'm still not good with these intros.
We're gathered here to get married, I guess.
So we're just gonna get right to it. Today we are gonna be talking about movies and TV shows and YouTube videos, certain clips that I saw throughout my childhood that marked me for life, scared me, terrified me,
Emotionally traumatized me.
and I'm going to be sharing that trauma with the internet. I'm gonna start with number one, and that's going to be the first memory that I have of something really sticking with me that I saw in a movie or a TV show. And number 10 is gonna be the thing that I saw as a child that scarred me the most. Yeah, we're gonna go from there. Number one, Mars Attacks. Mars Attacks was directed by Tim Burton and it came out in 1996. Mars Attacks was the first movie that I saw that I really was like, what the hell
Is going on here?
I was at my grandparents' house late at night looking for something to fall asleep to. I saw a cartoon, thought, perfect. The next thing that I saw was this. Yes. Yep. Looking back on this now that I understand Tim Burton and the way his mind works and that this movie was meant to be funny. However, as a small child, I think I was like 5 or 6, I had no idea what the hell was going on. The design of the aliens was terrifying. The head transplant, why? Why?
Why?
I feel like everybody that I talked to has had a similar experience with this movie. Let me know if you guys have too, because this one was the first memory that I have of something really fucking me up. Thanks, Tim. You were a real one. Number 2, this is gonna be quick. Frieza from Dragon Ball Z. My brother used to watch this show and this thing scared the shit out of me.
And he's 2 years younger.
Number 3, the butterfly scene from SpongeBob SquarePants. I know that this is ridiculous.
I understand.
Can I tell you that this is why I do not like butterflies to this day? I do not like butterflies. I can't do it because of this freaking thing from SpongeBob SquarePants. Number 4, this is something that's on a lot of people's lists, and
we interrupt this program to bring you Courage, the Cowardly Dog Show!
Now,
with Courage, there's one episode that generally is recognized as the creepiest episode. People talk about this one all the time, and that is the slab episode.
What?
Return the slab.
I get it. I completely understand this thing is creepy. The voice is weird.
however,
The one that sticks out in my mind and that has stuck with me throughout the years is the mask. This one. This one is terrifying for a lot of reasons. I think one of the first reasons is because the expression on this mask face is haunting, it's petrifying. The eyes just kind of stare at you. I feel like if you have a fear of dolls, then this episode really messed you up a little bit. I think the scene that really did it in for me was whenever Courage went up to the attic where this visitor was staying and looked through the keyhole, and she slowly turns around and like makes eye contact with him while she's taking the mask off. Tell me you cannot look at this mask without being a little bit uncomfortable. If you said yes,
stop lying.
moving on. Number 5, Happy Tree Friends.
What the hell is even that?
I have vivid memories of sitting in my best friend's parents' office watching these videos for like 30 minutes on their home computer. Were they disguised as like cartoons so that parents didn't...
Cut the cameras.
Please let me know if you guys have heard of this too and like watched this on repeat over and over again, because I have this theory that Happy Tree Friends is one of the reasons why my generation is so desensitized to things and makes jokes about absolutely everything, and that's because we watch cartoon characters kill each other in the most brutal ways when we were growing up. Do you agree? Let me know. Number 6, Pan's Labyrinth. Pan's Labyrinth was directed by Guillermo del Toro and it came out in 2006. It's a fantasy Mexican-Spanish war movie, and yeah, it's terrifying. It's pretty creepy. If you have had no other introduction into some scary creature design, going into this movie is gonna be pretty rough for you, specifically the Pale Man. It is one of the creepiest character designs I've ever seen in my life. Fun fact, the Pale Man is played by Doug Jones, who is one of the most famous creature character actors out there. He was the Silver Surfer in Fantastic Four, he was the Fishman from Shape of Water, and he was the zombie from Hocus Pocus. He was a lot of other things too, but those were the first ones that could pop into my mind. It's pretty cool to see the whole transformation into the Pale Man and these creatures specifically. So even though the movie messed me up, I think it really played into my now appreciation of creature concepting and design. Number 7, the scarab scene from The Mummy. I know there are a lot of scarab scenes in this movie, but I am talking specifically of whenever it gets into his skin and crawls up under his skin, and you can see it move through his body. Also, the only mummy that we acknowledge was directed by Stephen Sommers and came out in 1999 and stars Brendan Fraser as this gorgeous specimen. That's just in case you needed a little refresher. I was definitely too young walking down the hallway trying to pull one of these guys, you know, like a...
I think I'm gonna throw up.
Yeah, I couldn't have a cut on my body that didn't have a band-aid over it for like 2 years after this because I was convinced a bug was gonna crawl up in me and like eat me from the inside out. So that was fun. Definitely taught me my lesson of staying put and not lie about being ill. Number 8, another YouTube video, we have the scary car commercial. I think everybody, if you're on this platform, you know what the hell I'm talking about. I remember when it first came out and no one really knew what it was for. It was kind of a big mystery, and then it came out that it was actually an advertisement from a German coffee company. I hope your sales skyrocketed after this, because that shit was woo! If you haven't seen it, I'm not gonna ruin it for you, but please go watch it and then come back. Yeah, I think this defined a lot of people's childhood fears, and whenever I see that photo, I close my eyes. All right, before we get to the very last one, I have 2 honorable mentions. These are things that I did see when I was a child. They freaked me out, but not enough to make like a front runner on this list, but they're worth the mention. The first one is going to be the Adult Swim bump, "The Dawn is Your Enemy." If you don't know, Adult Swim used these bumps as ways to kick younger children off of Cartoon Network before it turned on to Adult Swim. So I'm pretty sure I saw this when it was transitioning over and they were about to start playing Robot Chicken or something. And this is fucking creepy. This is really fucking creepy. And it's not just the visual, and at the very end, they wink at you, but the sound is haunting. It's terrifying. It sounds like people screaming. It's really creepy. And you know what? Good job, Adult Swim. You really did your job. The second honorable mention is another YouTube video. It is I Feel Fantastic. Please tell me if you remember this video, because I feel like the people that I talk to about it don't really remember it, and it makes me feel like I'm losing my mind. As a younger teenager, I feel like watching this really freaked out a lot of people, and for good reason. It's pretty chilling. I was actually going back and rewatching it, and I read some of the comments, and everyone's like,
I can't believe I found this scary when I was younger.
I wish that was the case for me because it still creeps me out to this day. And we have arrived at the #1 movie scene that completely wrecked my mental health as a child, and that is the alien from Independence Day.
Can there be a peace between us?
I still struggle watching this movie, and it's really such a shame because I understand that it's such a classic. I love Jeff Goldblum. However, whenever the alien wraps its little tentacle around the scientist and then is sock puppeting him, yeah, that was the scene that did it for me. I don't know what my mother was thinking, letting me watch this movie as a small child, and I understand now it's one of her favorite movies. However, something she said to me after this movie really dug in deep. I think I must have pissed her off doing something. Well, like I definitely have had to piss her off for her to say this. But she looked at me and she goes,
Jessica, whenever you do things like that, the aliens from Independence Day will crawl into your air vents and watch you while you sleep.
"Thanks, Mom. Thanks." And I can watch a lot of horror. I can stomach a lot of things. However, can you guess the genre that I have the hardest time watching? Aliens. Anything to do with aliens, man, just freaks me the hell out. And that's thanks to my mother letting me watch this movie. Thanks for watching, you guys. I appreciate it. Did you agree? Did you disagree? Do you feel passionately about something that I said that you want to yell at me for? Feel free to do that in the comments. Let me know. I'd love to hear some of you guys' childhood traumatic experiences from these things. I think it's super interesting. I think it's key in learning a person a little bit better and a little bit deeper. So let me know. I'd love to chit chat about it. And until next time, stay creepy, my friends.